think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves. They got a new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Second and inches. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Third and inches.
There defensively.
They'll try and run it with Walker. It'll be a pickup attempt. First down, KC.
I mean, you talk about a crazy 12 months for Kenneth Walker. He goes from Super Bowl MVP back in February. Then he hits free agency and gets paid by the Chiefs. And they just love the mix of his speed, his power, and they think he's a huge missing piece of getting this offense back on track.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensional. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
On third down, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
For the field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's amazing, Mike, no matter how fast the league progresses, there's still some teams that are just late adopters. And listen, I get it. It is hard to stick yourself out there. Failure is ultimately very hard to explain away at the end of the game. But 4th and 1, 4th and 2, I'm keeping my offense on the field. I just understand the value of touchdowns, especially in today's modern game. 3 points over time is just not going to get it done.
Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And the Broncos offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start out first down and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Working out of the gun. It's Nick. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
7 yards.
The ball just has to come out there, Mike. There's nowhere to go with it. Protection's breaking down. You either got to get that out to a check down, or you just got to throw it at someone's feet and move on to the next play.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now it's Dobbins, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase, is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line has no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
So quarter one in the books. The opening Monday nighter of this new season. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they come up now on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Multiple times and all throw. That is Chris Jones working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Prussia on to punt. The kick is away. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. They'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. See what they have for 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Nix to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, body his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Broncos will tie the game at 3 apiece. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Smith to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, he's got Kelsey. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
2 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run here with Walker. And a strong 1st down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. They're going to take over now at their own 34-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Man in motion is Ingram. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throw it. Nix. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. 3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's first and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That's to Waddle again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. To throw is Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Sutton, the man he was looking for. Second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Nix. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
Let's give credit here to this defensive game plan, because I'll tell you, these coaches have come up with a beauty. Feels like every time the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches, looks, fronts, and pressures.
Makes the score.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. So much to talk about as we wrap up week 1, a busy week of football. Let's get right into it. Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin at Lumen Field in
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A good-looking play to start the second half. A gain of 17.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Finds room inside the 40. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he takes it to the 35.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
And in motion is Ingram. On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
Back to throw is Nix. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here comes Smith on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rasheed Rice. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
The run up the middle. It's Walker. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at
The
his own
speed and the
49.
get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Patrick to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now Walker. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Here's Bunker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
16. Broncos 6.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fought for and caught for the first down. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. First down, 10 yards to go. And in motion is Ingram. A first down throw for Nix. Caught once again by Ingram. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
Nix now on 1st and 10. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 28 yards on the gain, and it sets up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defense...
And he will score! Game on! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl 60 MVP from his time in Seattle, coming out for the Chiefs' next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Shotgun run now with Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 3.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
And 1.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. Call it a gain of 13. And the Chiefs have a first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. That ball caught. One hand needed. What a catch. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well.
City Chiefs, first down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run with Walker, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. This will be a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They take care of business in the 2026 opener, and he is